Amy Schumer recently listed her home in New Orleans for sale. She's asking just $1.25 million. The Beverly Hills mansion where Kai Cenat hosts his Twitch live streams just hit the market, and they won $195 million for this one. Today, we're talking about some of the top celebrity and luxury real estate headlines from the last couple weeks. All right, let's take a look at Amy Schumer's house in New Orleans first. This is not the typical type of house that we talk about on this series, but Amy bought her dream house in New Orleans about 4 years ago, and she just maybe had a change of heart. She just relisted it for sale. According to Realtor.com, the home is steps away from Bourbon Street. Amy and her husband bought it after falling in love with the city in 2016. Then they slowly converted it into their own little getaway. It's a 2-bedroom house, 1.5 bathrooms, about 2,000 square feet. Not exactly the type of house that you'd expect someone with a $50 million net worth to own, but it's also kind of awesome. Just about every room's got a different color wall, different color furniture. For a small house, though, it feels big. There's 13-foot ceilings in here, tons of natural light. I think basically everything in this kitchen is wood, from the floors to the cabinets to the countertops to the island, all the way to the backsplash. Out front, you've got some area to hang out on the porch, and out back, it even comes with a heated swimming pool. No celebrity attached to this next house, but the story was just too good to pass up, okay? So there's a house for sale outside of a ghost town in Texas that's got a very unique feature. There's a Boeing 727 in the living room. The owner paid $60,000 for the vacant 80-acre lot in 2019. He had a lifelong dream to build an airplane house, and after buying a retired FedEx plane for $30,000, he got to work building his dream home. So many questions, and something I did not realize is that you could buy a Boeing airplane for $30,000. That honestly sounds kind of cheap. Here's the house. It's very private. It sits on an 80-acre lot. Great views too. You're looking out at the mountains in basically every direction. Here it is at nighttime. If you look closely, you can see the airplane inside. This is going to be a good one. There's a little sidewalk that takes you up to the front door. There's a closer up shot of the living room at nighttime. And there you have it. Yeah, you walk inside and there is a straight up airplane in the middle of the living room. I guess how they set this up is you walk up this flight of stairs. There's this little seating area here that's situated right outside of the airplane. Inside of the plane is a bed and a closet. And on the other side, you got some chairs to watch a movie. This, as you might expect, is actually an Airbnb property. I'm sure it kills it on Airbnb. Somewhere behind the main living room, though, it starts to look like a normal house. Like, here's the bathroom, here is the kitchen, and here is a regular living room in case you don't feel like hanging out in the plain living room. Leaving Texas and headed to New York, Louis C.K. just sold his Shelter Island mansion. He got $4.35 million, which was $50,000 more than he was asking. He bought this one in 2014 for just $2.44 million. So after commissions and everything, he cleared over $1.5 million on this deal. Not bad. Great profit. $4.35 million was a great price for him, but I will say that was a heck of a lot less than the $9.25 million that he originally listed this place for like a year ago. It's a Tudor style built in 1901, and it has been completely restored. Up a short flight of stairs, you've got a big front porch. This is what you see when you walk through that front door. We got a bunch of fireplaces in this house, probably because when it was built, that was the only way to keep the house warm. Wild mix of finishes in the kitchen. Up on the second floor, we've got a deck overlooking your backyard. Here is what I'm gonna guess is the master bedroom. Decent sized master bathroom as well. There's an office up here with another fireplace, another bedroom with another fireplace. And I guess this is at least what you'd call out here in Arizona, a little sunroom. Very cool house. For our last listing of the day, let's look at our most expensive listing of the day, and that is a Beverly Hills mansion where the streamer Kai Cenat hosted his live streams. It just hit the market for $195 million. This house has actually been on and off the market a while. It's owned by billionaire investor Jeff Green. It's called Palazza de Amor, which stands for Palace of Love. To be honest, I'm not even exactly sure how that Kai Cenat guy got access to this place. I'm assuming he was renting it. The house is sitting on 25 acres, and it's got over 50,000 square feet of living space in here. Kitchen is crazy. We've got an island with a cooktop, even though there's a cooktop back here. We've got a built-in breakfast nook, and then there's this U-shaped island in between. Tons of super intricate woodwork and stonework throughout this entire place. Hard telling, but this kind of feels like the master bedroom. I think somehow this is like a few shots of part of the master bathroom. Here's the master closet. Insane. There is a wild movie theater in here. Just look at the detail on the ceiling. It's got to be one of the craziest listings in the city. 200 million bucks is a lot of money, but I don't know, I kind of think it's worth it. That's a wrap for this week's episode, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below before you go. We're putting new episodes like this out here on the Estate Media channel every Monday. So yeah, if you want to catch me over here on Mondays, hit subscribe, and I'll see you then.